Hey everybody, it's your friend and your guy, Gardiner. Today, we're going to talk about some of the interesting stuff that's going on in the Steam Deck and Linux gaming world. And I don't have a lot of time to record this today, so we're just going to jump right into it. That's right, it's time for Steam Deck and Linux gaming news. So Steam Deck is coming to Australia. This is kind of a big deal because I've seen so many comments from people saying, that the Steam Deck isn't available in their region. I would love to have a Steam Deck, but I don't have a choice. I have to buy an RG Ally or I have to buy a Legion Go because the Steam Deck isn't available in my region. I am hoping that the Steam Deck expanding to Australia means that there's going to be further expansion around the globe for the deck. Now, a few weeks ago, we covered the story about how PAX Australia announced that Valve was coming to their show, and they didn't announce why. Well, as many speculated, it's because the Steam Deck was rolling out in Australia. Really, the Steam Deck has only been available in North America, some Asian countries, and I think all of Europe, maybe not all of Europe. Now, this is really exciting because the Steam Deck is actually coming to Australia in November of this year, just in time for the holiday season. And the pricing seems to be significantly less than what it would cost to import one on the gray market. The 256GB LCD model starts at $649 Australian, followed by the 512GB OLED version at $899 Australian, and then the 1TB OLED version is $1,049 Australian. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. I'm very excited for my friends in Australia who are finally going to be able to get a Steam Deck at a reasonable price in their home country at retail. That's super nifty. And you know what? I'd love to see this trend continue where people in Brazil or anyone all over the world could pick up a Steam Deck for cheap and be able to play their favorite games on the go. Big fan of Steam doing this. This is so cool to see. Now, before we move on, I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in the work that I'm doing here? Are you enjoying these Monday and Friday videos where I talk about Steam Deck and Linux gaming? Why not smash that like button? It's a little hard for me to say it correctly. Smash that like button. It's the best way to tell YouTube you want to see more videos just like this. You can also get subscribed if that's more your speed. Also, I'm posting all of my videos over on PeerTube, so if you're interested in that, there's going to be a link up here probably, maybe. And if not, it's down below. Next up, we've got some interesting outcomes from AB 2426, the new California law that I am all about right now. This law is meant to make online sales of digital goods that you don't actually own controlling interest in. This law is aimed to clarify what those purchases actually mean, to make it clear to customers what they're actually buying. And if you've ever read the Steam subscriber agreement, you would know that when you buy something on Steam, you don't actually purchase it. You're purchasing a license to use that software. The same goes for Epic Games. The same goes for the Microsoft Store. The same goes for the app stores on iOS and Android. When you buy software through these services, you don't actually own what you're purchasing. You are giving money in exchange for a license, but you're not actually buying controlling interest in the thing you're purchasing, right? The law in California that just passed was aiming to clarify that, to make customers aware that what they're buying is a license and not the actual ownership rights. And Valve has actually added a little banner to Steam. So if we go here and we go to buy any game, it doesn't matter what, and we add it to our cart, when we go to view our cart, you can see that a purchase of a digital product grants a license for this product on Steam, meaning that you don't actually own what you're buying. Now, while this banner here is new, these terms are not. If you ever read the Steam subscriber agreement, you would know that. Now, most people already knew that, and this isn't a change besides just saying it up front here on the purchase or the cart checkout page. But this law that California just passed requires that companies inform you that you don't actually have a controlling interest in what you're buying here. Now, I think that that's a good thing, right? I think that it is a good thing to inform customers about the things that they're purchasing, what they're spending their money on. And if you buy my game on Steam, at least, it is DRM free. You can take that game and you can launch it without Steam running, and you can make a copy of it. You can make a copy of the soundtrack if you want to, and put that on your MP3 player if you're still using a Zune like I am. Now, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. I don't have any interest in stopping people from doing that. But just so you're aware, when you buy something on Steam, you're buying a license for it. And that's the whole point of this law, to inform people of what they're doing, what they're buying. However, while Valve has to inform customers what they're purchasing because of this new law, GOG has taken this opportunity to set itself apart in another way. When you buy a game on GOG, you actually are buying an offline installer that you have controlling interest in, which means that your purchase can't be taken away from you if you do your due diligence and, back up your installers, right? And I think that that's pretty neat. If you look here, they tweeted about this. They said, a purchase of a digital product on GOG grants you its offline installer, which cannot be taken away from you. And I just think that that's wonderful. I think Valve should give developers like me the option to mark if their game is DRM free or not. And then when you're purchasing a game, it can tell you when you're purchasing a DRM free version of a game, and you can do whatever you want with it rather than having to have that little thing saying this purchase is going to be restricted to a license on Steam and that's it. I think that would be a wonderful thing for everybody if there's more transparency, more information given during purchases, and I love that. So yeah, I think this law is a net positive. I think that it's going to allow for more transparency, allow for more conversations between people, allow for more informed decision making. And at the end of the day, I think that's what laws are supposed to do. All right, finally, I wanted to talk about the non-Steam launchers thing going on in the community. Now, if you haven't heard about this, non-Steam launchers is a Decky plugin for the DeckyLoader plugin system. And it was a way to install various non-Steam launchers, as the name might imply. Launchers like Amazon Games, GOG Galaxy, Epic Games, and other ones. They're all installed through Proton, and it handles a lot of the hassle of setting up each of these non-Steam launchers. And up until recently, you could download non-Steam launchers through the official DeckyLoader plugin store. I'm not sure what else to call it. However, a few days ago, Steam Deck Homebrew, which is the team behind the DeckyLoader plugin and the store, took non-Steam launchers off of the official store. Speaking to Gaming on Linux and Steam Deck HQ, the Steam Deck Homebrew team said, Steam Deck Homebrew has decided to remove the non-Steam launchers plugin from the DeckyLoader store after being shown statements on Steam Deck related subreddits from its creator in a report. These appear to show continued harassment of members of these communities. We have also discovered harassment from the creator in our own server, presumably their Discord server. We decided to delist the plugin from our store alongside banning this creator to prevent potential abuse of our community and plugin store. Now, this is critical. Decky plugins can be downloaded outside the Decky plugin store, but we have decided to separate ourselves from non-Steam launchers. Now, they have also provided a couple of outlets with some links that back up the accusations. I'm not going to be sharing them here. They're available for you to find on your own if you're interested, mostly because they involve some private DMs being leaked by the creator of non-Steam launchers here, and I don't feel comfortable sharing those. I don't want to bring hate to anybody in particular either. However, Roy, the creator of non-Steam launchers, has also issued a statement of his own. Quote, I don't believe I said anything racist or wrong to anyone regarding race or color or bigotry of any type or orientation of any kind. I will continue holding this stance and will not move from it. I still don't really know what I did wrong for my plugin to be taken away so fast, but I just want to apologize to the Steam Deck community for causing any sort of drama or for failing them as a developer. Unfortunately, I don't know what has transpired, but I'm obviously not wanted in their environment. Now, I've looked at the links that have been provided, and I never saw anything racist. But I also never saw accusations of Roy being racist. So I'm not sure where he's coming from when he says, I never said anything racist. Now, I'm not a member of any of the Discord servers that have been cited, so I can't actually see some of those. Maybe those contain the quote-unquote racist remarks. I don't know. But from what I've seen on Reddit and what I've seen from the non-Steam launchers GitHub issues that have been cited, he just doesn't seem to come off in the greatest light. So yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a mess, but there are a few things that I want to touch on regarding this as I close out this story. The first thing is that Steam Deck Homebrew has every right to not include any plugin that they don't want to include on their store. I don't care if you believe that it's freedom of speech or whatever. I don't care. You know who has freedom of speech? Steam Deck Homebrew, to include or not include whatever they want or don't want on their store at any time for any reason. That's just the way that this works. That's what freedom of speech is actually about. Second, when Roy said, I don't know what I did for my plugin to be taken away so fast, I just want to make a point of stating that you can install non-Steam launchers on DeckyLoader yourself, and you can do it manually. Nothing's being taken away from people who already have non-Steam launchers installed through the Decky plugin store. But what you will have to do is maintain updates yourself, and you'll have to do it manually. And you know what? I'm all about moderation. If there is a good faith belief by the Steam Deck Homebrew team that Roy doesn't belong, or that non-Steam launchers doesn't belong on the DeckyLoader store, you know what? That's their discretion. It's a private club. DeckyLoader is a private club, and they get to make those kind of decisions at their own discretion, by their own rules, and without really much oversight, because that's just kind of how private clubs are. Now, Roy did apologize for what he said. I just want to apologize to the Steam Deck community for causing any sort of drama, though that's not really the kind of apology that I would accept. You know, not taking responsibility for something that you said, not recognizing if you did something wrong. He says he doesn't understand what he did wrong. So, like I said, this is kind of a mess. But you know what? I would love to know your thoughts. I invite you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Like I said, I haven't been able to log into some of the Discord servers that I'm not a member of, so I haven't been able to see all of the allegations of abusive behavior. And if you have, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think that's going to do it for this video. I want to say thank you to all of these folks over here who make what I do here a reality. It's because of these folks, my patrons, my YouTube members, that I've been able to continue making videos just like this for you guys for over 10 years now. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to help support the show, you can become a patron. My patrons have access to my upcoming game, Chess Mess, the beta of the game, and there's been a ton of really great feedback, and I've added a bunch of new features I'm about to roll out in the next beta update, including a dark mode, which there was a lot of people asking for. That's going to do it for this video, though. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week. See you later.